So Jagex just came up with some proposals for the future of old school RuneScape that will have some pretty massive effects on gameplay for middle and endgame. This includes a new prayer book, new magic robes, new best in slot rings, and also requests for your feedback. Let's get into it. The upcoming Desert Treasure 2 quest that is coming out later this year will feature 4 new bosses, each with their own unique drops. The difficulty of the bosses will range from accessible to very challenging, with rewards to match just below the level of a raid. Jagex is proposing a few rewards that will need a 70% majority of players to vote yes to if they are to come into the game. The first proposal is Virtus Robes, a powerful high-level magic armor set that boosts the powers of ancient elements. The armor set will come with some hefty magic damage bonuses, though in most places, or all places, it will not be more powerful than Ancestral. The second proposal is to have Ancient Scepter upgrades, where each boss will drop an untradeable gem that corresponds to their respective ancient elements. The gems could be combined with the Ancient Scepter to buff the chosen element, with creative ways to buff elements that will shake up the meta. The proposal includes offering freeze and poison penetration as new offensive stat options, which opens up new room for experimentation in combat. The third proposal is to introduce 4 new rings that will be better than the Fremenic rings. Each would be best in slot for their respective niches. Now this next one is big and will stretch out to many different corners of the game. Jagex are going to add a new prayer book which is unlocked after completion of Desert Treasure 2. This prayer book will be called the Ruinous Powers, and Jagex is now collecting ideas on what these prayers should be. They've asked you if you'd like these prayers to be exclusively focused on combat, mostly combat with a little skilling, or a balance of combat and skilling. They want you to submit your suggestions on what effects these prayers would have. They have suggested that you propose prayers that offer some kind of trade-off instead of a flat upgrade. In the spirit of that, the old school Reddit is now flooded with proposals for the new Ruinous Powers. Sakura's Leaf on Reddit has suggested 8 new prayers. They include Zealot's March. When out of run energy, prayer is drained at the rate run energy would be. So this would double how far you could run without using any supplies. This could be helpful for people doing clue scrolls or quests, especially where it would help to have more inventory space and not use stamina potions. Also, this might be helpful for Iron Men that don't have stamina potions unlocked yet. Forceful Harvest. This one guarantees the next harvest attempt on a resource will yield. Imagine fishing sharks or chopping magic trees with this, or mining runite ore. You would make so much money and get a ton of experience. Believer's Tithe and Ritual Offering. Inflicts damage for prayer points. This would have thousands of applications throughout combat in RuneScape. One interesting use case is that you could use this in Tombs of a Masket, and use the Karis Partisan of the Sun special attack to get your hit points back. Because the limiting factor of using that special attack is prayer points, you'd be able to perpetually produce hit points and prayer, which would be made extremely powerful with the Lightbearer. Inciting Aura. Makes all normally docile enemies aggressive towards you. This would allow players to more easily AFK combat training. If you were to train Slayer with this, it would make it super reclined, because you would simply auto-retaliate on everything. 2-in-1 Prayer Overheads. Provides 80% damage reduction to 2 selected damage types, compared to the normal prayer book's offering of 100% damage reduction against 1 damage type. This would be really helpful for the Nilo room in Theater of Blood. However, it might be a little too helpful against monsters like Halfite Queen, Nex, General Grardor, and Tiztok Jad. For example, with Jad, you could simply use the range and mage prayer while standing far away from him, and Jad's hits on you would have a max hit of 19. That makes this fiery beast about as scary as a greater demon, which isn't saying much. Maybe Jagex will take inspiration from these cool ideas. Jagex have also asked for a new community designed reward, separate from the Ruinous Prayers. So if you have any feedback on any of these reward proposals, post them to Reddit, or use this hashtag on Twitter to get your proposals seen. And maybe your ideas will be implemented into the game. In other news, Jagex enabled spell icon resizing when filters are enabled in the magic tab. So now your spells can look big and be easy to click. I know you like that, you little noob. However, this isn't enabled in PvP. You can now use a wider variety of seeds to fill birdhouses on Fossil Island. Crafted runes can now be added directly to your rune pouch. You can speak to the magic tutor in Lumbridge to turn this on, or go into your game settings as well. The magic secature's increased yield effect now works from the inventory. You don't have to be equipping it. Additionally, the magic secature's effect now applies to bushes and limpwort flowers. Further, the quantity of nightshade received when harvesting has been increased and made into an untradeable, stackable version. That is very interesting to me because I have been making poison dynamite lately. Soon you might see why when I upload on the main channel. Link in the description. If you like these updates from the community channel, then we hope you will support us in continuing this project. We will not be able to continue our work on this channel unless we have your support. So officially announcing our new merch store and membership tiers so you can support us and get something for yourself as well. The website can now be found at rschronicles.com and everything opens up on March 1st. Due to Jagex's rules about intellectual property, we will only be able to sell 100 of each item, so make your way to the website on March 1st as soon as you can. And that's it for the updates today. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.